Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. This is me, your casual captain, and I'm in my brand spanking new tier 10 cruiser. And what a cruiser! I'm of course talking about this one, the tier 10 Soviet cruiser, the Petropavlovsk. And I mean, if ever I've seen an OP ship, it's this. But what are Wargaming gonna do? Nerf the concealment by just a tad. So you can't stealth radar, or barely can't stealth radar. I'm not sure if they were actually gonna make the concealment up to 12 something, or just stick it at 11.9. The stealth radar, I mean, to be honest, you are not that dangerous to DDs, since you can only get 2 salvos off at the target, because the reload is 11 seconds and the radar is 12 seconds, I think. So yeah, you're not gonna use that. You're gonna be forced to use your hydro to actually survive. But the Petro, why is it so strong? Well, it's quite simple to be honest. As you could see there, that Petro wasn't exactly bow in, but if he was bow in, he would do what he did to me. Take no damage, because the frontal icebreaker is really strong. I mean, the only ships that actually scares me bow in is the Yamato, Shikishima, Kremlin, and the other ones with 457s or higher caliber guns. But I mean, cruisers, no problem, except pretty much the Des Moines, which has such an insane DPM and fires big HE shells. Other from that, I do not fear any cruiser. DDs are probably your biggest fear in this ship, simply because the torpedoes, and this ship doesn't handle that good. Other from that, it's just a powerhouse. And what makes it a powerhouse is you have hydro, you have radar, you have heal, you have a big health pool, one of the biggest of the tier 10 cruisers. You have great concealment, and the armor is just fantastic. And just add 9 220mm guns, which are pretty much rail guns when you are at, I don't know, 12, 13 kms or less. Just add that into the recipe and you have a monster. And the Petropavlovsk is the monster. It's hard to citadel. If that Petro there would have been a Des Moines, he would probably have been dead in 2 salvos, although I did take a bit too big a lead at the first salvo because he was going slow. But this salvo would probably have hurt the Des Moines so badly that it would sink, or even the Stalingrad. It's that dangerous, and since you can do this from, I mean, he wouldn't have spotted me there if I didn't shoot. So you can do that from stealth, and the first salvo is always the most important one. So it's really hard to deal with the Petro, simply because it's so well hidden and well armored and has that big of a punch. And I mean, not even battleships are safe, as this Thunder will kindly show to us here in a minute. He's just lining himself up to be used as an example. I mean, that was nothing spectacular. That's 3 penetration, 6k damage. I mean, I actually do believe that the Des Moines could have done that as well. But let's see this one. Okay, that's only 7k, but that's a citadel. Can we do it again? Let's try. Firing all of our guns. I'm just radared, so, and he isn't aiming at me. Oh, that's 6 pens, 2 citadels, and 21,000 damage. That is 12 kms away. So I mean, it's just such an amazing powerhouse when it comes to punishing those broadside. And you can citadel any cruiser of this game at any range. I've citadeled Hindenburgs, Saus, Des Moines, Minotaurs of course, Smolensk, they don't have any armor, but all of the big ones, even Stalingrad and Petros, from more than 17 km. I mean, it's not accurate at long range. It's not made for long range. It's made for getting close and not bow tank and ambush. That's why you have it. So the biggest problem for this ship is of course DDs, torpedoes, being YOLO'd since your DPM is quite low. But this is not a dot cruiser or a damage over time. This is a damage right now. And if you give broadside to it, you will notice. So yeah, it's just a powerhouse. So let's see what I can do with it. So far the game is going badly for us. The enemy team has taken all the caps. I'm right now contesting the A cap, but there's a Mino. And well, are you gonna turn a bit? Not enough though, and I think I gave a bit too much lead. So only 2 citadels, 20k damage. I'm still detected. The Conqueror take a shot at me here. Doesn't matter. It's just a couple of fires, and the fire duration on this ship with my build is quite low. Minotaur again. He's not angled enough, so that's 1 citadel. That could have been more, to be honest. But so far we have done 30k damage to that poor Minotaur. He's reversing and I'm going forward because the smoke firing penalty on my ship is a bit too big to stay close. I think it's close to like 9.5 kms. So I'm getting forced here to actually disengage just a bit. Okay, I am detected by that Petro, but yeah, since he dies, I won't be detected for much longer. There, I'm not detected anymore, and the Mino did punish me a bit, but I mean, I can take that sort of a beating for quite some time before it's actually time for me to sink. So I wasn't really afraid, because I had that island here over here that actually blocks vision, and I know my smoke firing range, so I'm quite secure that should be. Right now, me and the Kremlin are gonna try to take A here. He pushes bow in and I'm starting to reverse, but since my ship is so bad at handling, he actually pushes me a bit. But we desperately need this cap. I mean, they have lost 1 cruiser, we have lost a cruiser and a battleship, and I mean they are 500 points ahead. So we are definitely fighting in a bad position right now. We desperately need kills and caps. But A cap is gonna get capped by me and the Kremlin here. So that's amazing. So far we have only done 8 citadels, I mean only. But that's a Petro. And we have gotten 1 cap. And but we haven't really gotten closer when it comes to the points. We have just kept them there. And they will of course gain points twice the speed as we can. There's the Mino again. Only reason he's alive is that great Minotaur heal. He's a bit too angled here for me to actually citadel him, I think. He's of course gonna try to spam his small caliber AP at me, and we could see there that he's actually angling 1 bit more. Unfortunately 4 pence, but only 4k damage. And look at this. That's a Conqueror, 7 kms away. He's not fully broadside, but almost 5 citadels, 33,000 damage. He's just lucky to be alive. I mean, the Conqueror probably shot him quite badly as well. And since it's citadel damage, not even his super heal will actually help him. He's down to 700 HP. Oh, I'm actually going to shoot the Minotaur here because he's the one harassing us. But I don't know if I took bad aim here or just bad RNG, or if he moved his ship, but only 3 over pence. I think he might have moved his ship, so I just hit the bow. I mean, the acceleration on the Mino is, as we all know, really, really good. Okay, so what have we accomplished? Right now, they have lost 3 more ships, just like that. I actually didn't even have time to actually monitor what ships died and how and why, but they did die. But they have an amazing cap control. They still have like 400 points more than we do. They are gaining points faster, so we are still at a disadvantage. And if we do look around, I mean, we can see every one of our ship except the Thunder right now on the screen. None of us are really healthy. And they do have a Thunderer there shooting at the Hindenburg. They do have a Petro, a Montana with 68,000 damage, health I mean, and of course the Mino. The Mino is of course low health and will probably be killed as soon as one of my battleships sees him, or me for that matter. Their Thunderer though, he seems to actually be losing against the Hindenburg. At least he's losing quite a lot of HP. I'm gonna take a shot at Petro. I will get detected here of course because the Petro can see me, or no, yeah, it wasn't the Mino. The Minotaur we can't see right now. That Thunder might actually go down pretty soon, even though that he's healing. But I mean, the Hindenburg can just spam him with HE. But this Montana could prove really difficult to handle. He has a lot of HP and he's shooting the Hindenburg. Yeah, he's... I mean, he can't overmatch the Hindenburg, but he can still do quite a lot of damage. Oh, Petropavlovsk sailing out broadside, or nearly broadsided. No citadels, unfortunately. Oh, took a big hit there from what I think is the Kremlin. We desperately need kills. They are up to 916 points. And we are right now capping C with Thunder is, and he will get that cap. But we need kills. We desperately need them. The Hindenburg did go down. Oh, God, nice. God, that's nice. Oh, Thunder got the kill on the Hindenburg and the Minotaur. Did he get both? Nah, I don't know. I think he only got one. Oh, we got the Petro. They only have the Montana left, but they are still at 200 points lead. So, I mean, they did misplay this. They should just have kept running. Montana goes down a lot of HP, simply because the Shima torpedoed him. I'm gonna, of course, use my AP. I can't really citadel the Montana from this range. It's really hard, but I mean, it's hard for a battleship as well. That's battleship AP coming down there from the Kremlin, I think. And he didn't do much damage to me either. But so far, we have just sunk one ship, 13 citadels, but 203,000 damage. And that's a win. I mean, I'm a bit rusty at doing YouTube stuff. But I do hope that you do appreciate this video. I was really proud about my performance, even though I didn't get the most amount of kills. But in my view, I did a really good game, and I really hope that you did well. Did think so as well. Wow, I'm rusty. I'm sorry for that. Anyway, guys, have a really good day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.